Hello everyone, this is Sensei Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. Well, we've hit level 12, the peak of how far you can level in this game. But before we take another long rest and try and advance the story a bit, we still have a few side quests to complete before we try and get on with dealing with various people we need to deal with, and we definitely want to go into those fights fully prepared. But I think there's one or two things we can do before we rest up and try and recover spells. Worst case scenario, I could switch to some of the party members who have not been out and about. But just double checking the list of what we found of the missing dribbles. We have his pelvis, we have his arm, we have his torso, we have his severed hand. So we've got most of him, but we're still trying to find his legs and his head. And crazily enough, I did wind up finding this exploring off camera, but I've come back to where we can get to it somewhat more easily. In fact, we'll just go ahead and run there, since waiting for it to load after teleporting to the gate won't be much easier, but there's an abandoned house that we hadn't gone into.
What's he got to say for himself?
Yeah, the abandoned gardener's house here, you might recall.
Let's see. He was a good mason. A good mason turns up for work.
Home of Lavernica, groundskeeper of Bloomdridge Park, lover of birds, bees, and everything in between.
Well, the less said about that, the better, but strangely enough, nobody is going to object to our clearly trying to break into this place. And oh my, another grisly murder scene. This one with a number of strange spiders. None of whom are carrying anything, but we still get to check their bodies. Yep, just a pretty standard what-to-do list. But yeah, all these spiders, and also a trapdoor. Less difficult to open than the outside door. And yep, more ritualistic murdered bodies, including a mind flayer, strangely enough. The effigy of Sindai, who made herself many. What use her multitude? She thought herself a warrior, but only her blood soaked the soil. Or in the red. And an earth elemental. Orin has been busy. Hey, waste not, want not, and there are regents about. There's also a +1 greatsword just lying out here.
Don't waste a step. This body, a sacrifice? Or some kind of display?
A bit of both. There's also a fancy shield. And a clown's severed leg.
Judging by the state of the leg, this must be part of the clown.
The effigy of Sindai, who made herself many. Same thing. And, yes, I will tell you right now, none of these corpses felt the need to speak after I tried doing Speak with Dead on them. That's the only reason why I'm not bothering right now. Okay, and finally got that +1 dagger. But beyond that, we have this door. Which leads to, well, a room with nothing but hay bales, apparently. Nothing to highlight. Nothing to grab. And no perception check revealing a secret passageway.
Neither did Burke or Corral. Didn't stop them running. Hammond were part of the name.
Now from here, it is a rather short walk.
Beehive goods and wares. This is the private abode of Alexander Rainforest. Friends make appointments. Clients respect office hours.
Yeah, breaking in here, not easily done. At least not through the front.
Should have at least locked the place up proper before they left.
Thankfully, I still have a dimension door prepared. Ah. Well, apparently I can't quite teleport from there.
The lot of them. And not a thought for their neighbours.
Breathe quiet.
swear I did get that to work before. Just trying to see, is there any type of high ground I might be able to get to? Well, heck with the fancy spells.
What a charmer.
We will ironically have our least subtle party member do this. Or at least I'm going to try and have her do this.
At least lock the place up proper before they left.
And yep, another grisly murder scene. Poor Alexander is holding rotten cheese. And there is a cheese record here.
Here goes.
Successful cheeses. He prefers his cheeses crumbled into little pieces. Book about the Sea Queen's wrath. Mate, we're worried about you. You gotten too deep into this conspiracy nonsense. Honestly, it's making you dull. You're coming out for drinks tonight. The sing loot at sundown. You better be there. We're going to have to come and get you, and there will be no guarantee we'll be sober. Oh, and there's a rat crawling around.
Hello, hello. Ooh, are you the new cheese dropper? I do hope so. I'm almost down to the last crumbs.
What happened to your last cheese dropper?
Alexander was his name. He dropped all manner of morsels, but the cheeses were the best. Until the Red Man visited.
Tell me about this red man.
A dwarf, all dressed in red.
Uh-huh.
He smiled and held Alexander close, and then Alexander was shouting and struggling, and soon he was all dressed in red as well. So many red morsels fell out of Alexander. They tasted like salt and rust. Very good, even better than cheese.
Where did the dwarf go?
Away, to make more people red, and to spill their tasty morsels. Go away now. Your delicious scent makes me crave your morsels, but it would be rude to bite you.
Uh-huh. Well, oddly polite rat, but still a rat.
Something over there.
Bloodstained parchment. And another copy of the murder victim list. But what's this? A hatch?
Don't worry. This'll be fun.
She said, you'll be avenged, this'll be fun. Ah! And behold, the clown's severed foot. And note reading, the effigy of Abizel, whose sword on shredded ring. What use is pride? He thought himself a dragon, but died as a worm.
The clown's foot. Well, alright.
looks like whoever this person was, they were stalking the Baal cult as well. Yeah, note detailing ownership details of Kanu's tombstone has existed as funeral arrangements for generations, attempted to rebrand, focus on core values, getting folks buried fast, turned over fists for obscene necromantic practices by local adventurers, unclear where she's jailed, shop hasn't sold tombstone months, these still being paid for, no note of payee, just gets paid. How? No exist Alexander. Alright, my lord, I've been watching that tombstone spot for a 10-day now. See much of folk in big cloaks going in, only seeing a scant few come out, though it's weird. You may be cramped in there by now with so many folk inside. It's only a tiny shop. Anyway, your lump sum bought you a 10-day. You want more of our time? Pay up. All the best. Rome Moonglow. And a book on the Ball Spawn Crisis. Hello. And more notes about the tombstone shop being suspect. What abides below?
Easy. This place is hungry for blood. Aww. No joy.
That's how you disarm a tripwire as a barbarian. So, nothing in the pouch. Grab the key. And some basic weapons. It's not worth me trying to haul out of here just to resell. And behind the other door we find, well, another booby trap, but one easily...
To the left
at least stealthy and sneaky character, and she gets it on the first try. And the less said about those bloody shackles, the better, but yes, we found another piece of dribbles. And this just takes us into the backyard, which I swear I was able to dimension door over here before. But
Opportunists, the lot of them.
nobody will say anything about us just walking out. I could have sworn that my key would work here, but... Ta-da! So we'll regroup the entire party and make our way back to the Heapside Strand. Because of one more little side quest, I'm rather embarrassed to admit overlooking this before. But this will drive home the importance of my own point about how you should look at everything and grab everything that isn't nailed down, because amidst all of the stuff over here I didn't grab from before, there is a barely legible letter amidst all of the anti-hag support group posters. Dear Mrs. Adriel, Cled found a place. A nice old man called Mr. Garlow used to live here, but his neighbors say he doesn't live here anymore. Cled thinks it's perfect. We can hide from the hag or fight, whatever you think is a good idea. Cled knows you will have a good plan. Cled will wait at old Narlos for you. Best, Cled. So that tells us where to find the hag survivor group and where they've moved to now that they've been evicted from this place. And their new home, oddly enough, is not too far from where we were a moment ago. And had I been thinking straight, I could have just jumped over here, but no matter.
Cultists took control of my fiancé.
You're just making that up.
Have you
on
got
the
anything I
spot.
can use to bring him back?
That would be the everything and need. We need to stand up. The longer they treat us like this,
Yep, down one more.
When the whole
Here we are, the old Garlow place.
warning. The property of the individual known as Old Garlow has been deemed unsafe for habitation under City Bylaw 42A. Do not enter.
There we go. That's ominous.
Our leader, the one who saved us, behind. No. My honor won't allow it.
An intruder! These people are under my protection. I'll not let you harm them. Hearken to my words, wicked creature. Return to the pit of evil from whence you came.
Calm down, I seek no trouble.
Don't listen. Who knows what spells it weaves around us? Quickly, cleric.
Helm, protector of all, grant me the power to ignite this creature's flesh and burn its bones to ash. Begone, monster. Your hag mother holds no power here.
Persuasion. Hags after you? I fought one before.
Wait!
Cled smells no lie.
Then you speak truth. You fought a hag before. At ease, everyone. We may have found ourselves an ally. Forgive the paranoia. We're being hunted by a vile and wicked hag. We feared you, her minion. She's already hexed one of us, and any of us could be next.
Why is she hunting you?
Because we dared to do the impossible. We dared to fight back. You see, all of us here have fallen victim to a hag's vicious ways. But instead of succumbing to despair, we rose above it. Thanks to Mayrina, our leader. Together, we've been helping others who've suffered at the claws of a hag. Only, Mayrina's been hexed by the very hag who now hunts us.
Marina, I know her. She was captured by Auntie Ethel.
You're the one that saved her. The one that ventured to the depths of Ethel's lair. I can hardly believe it. You look so... normal.
Hey.
By Helm, perhaps there is hope. If anyone can help Mayrina, it's you. She's upstairs. But be warned. She's not as you remember her.
Yeah, does anybody else hear that evil giggling?
Vigilant one, your humble cleric seeks the power to defend these innocents against the hag. I'm glad you're here. I clearly lack the power to keep the hag and her hexes away from Mayrina.
You protected Marina until now, that's worth something.
You are kind. But I serve Helm, and failing to keep this hex from Mayrina is unforgivable. In both his eyes and mine.
Any idea how to remove the hex?
None. The magic originates from a hag's twisted lair. Of that, I'm sure. But as to its cure, Helm has not revealed it to me. The hag is evil incarnate.
Please help Lady Marina. She's nice and kind and sweet to Cled. To everyone.
You and Marina sound close.
Friends only. Lady Marina is too pretty and kind for the likes of Cled. But if you can't stop the hex, Cled will take care of her. Feeding, cheering, scratching behind her ears. Cled will do his best.
That may seem a bit odd,
My
but
life alone be the one the hag takes.
it'll make sense once we go upstairs. And look, we'll talk to Jarlo.
Convenient. You showing up like this. You may have the others fooled, but I shall be keeping a close eye on you.
Marina's an old friend. Not quite. Any idea how to remove the hex?
If I did, I would not be standing here.
Fair enough. If you don't want my help, just say so.
I don't. Leave. And let us deal with this ourselves.
Yeah. Are you finding it suspicious that this one person is standoffish, ready to fight, and also very, trying to get us to go away? If so, spot on for paying attention. But yeah, the whole thing about shearing Mayrina, well, in fact, she has been turned into a sheep. And yeah, evil giggling doll. Nobody noticed this.
Let's march.
I think I see why the anti-hag group has not been making much progress.
Damn it!
Marina, it's me. I'm here to help you, alright?
Listen to me. The doll. The doll.
Doll, got it.
The doll. Find the doll.
Alright, well, we are going to go ahead and save here. And much as I do hate to end on a cliffhanger, no, I don't. I love a cliffhanger. But next time, we're going to deal with this, and I think I'm going to show you both ways to deal with this, because one is tricky, one is easy. I'm going to go for tricky to start, but we will do that next time. So thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you are so inclined. And we will continue the adventure from here next time. Take care until then.